This was not the way Brian Corrigan had expected to die. For a long time, years possibly, at the back of his mind there had been the worry that he'd fade away in hospital from some awful cancer, with ineffective pain relief and pretty nurses who would remind him of what he was leaving behind. There had once been the possibility that he might die peacefully at home in bed, surrounded by his family. But that was never going to happen, because Paula had gone before him. He'd been a widower for almost 20 years, and the kids never bloody bothered. In fact, Brian Corrigan had had years to ponder his own demise. At his age, a ripe old 93, 7 years off a century, who wouldn't have wondered how it was going to end? And, of course, after he lost his beloved Paula to heart failure, he could still remember the face of the doctor as he broke the news. Death had been something never far from his mind, something he might even welcome. But not like this. So untidy, so violent. He briefly pondered how his body might be found, and thought about the indignity of it all, on a blood-soaked pillow in his pale blue striped pyjamas, the covers turned down on the opposite side of the bed, just like every night since his wedding day, 70 years ago next year, as though Paula would wander up after her program was finished and get in beside him like she used to, smelling of Shalimar perfume and Aquafresh. How had it come to this? His failing hearing had not alerted him as the man had broken in, crept up the stairs, entered his bedroom. Brian had woken, confused and afraid, a figure looming over his bed. How could it be that so suddenly it seemed he was no longer the strong young builder with the capacity to kick the fella's arse? Instead, here he was, a frail scarecrow, all that time and strength just drained away like sand in a glass timer.